What's going on, guys and gals, and welcome. Man, this is a beautiful day, even though it's raining, because I am out here in the famous US 101. And this is why the Focus ST is a keeper. It's because when you do drives like this, it reminds you of how important just the technical and compact car industry is. Also, you know, having something this cheap and fun, it reminds you having that connectedness with the road is a must for guys like me. But look at this open view out here. It's freaking beautiful. Beautiful. But I'm gonna go ahead and take you guys along in this journey, and yeah, let's go. And one thing to note, even though it's wet out, the ST it's a great car to drive in the dry or wet because of the characteristic of the car itself. So it is still a great time out here in the wet, even with the front wheel drive. So yeah, right now I'm going to a place called Neah Bay, right off of the 101. So I'm gonna take you guys along with me. So let's enjoy it. Let's do a pull. Yes, sir. Like we made it to Neah Bay. Wow, look at this. Neah Bay, this is like the northwest corner of Washington State, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool to say that I'm out here right now. One thing is, on the way out here, the roads were so good. Like, not evenly paved. There's a lot of bumps, but as far as the technical driving that you have to do on those roads, man, like, I wouldn't want to take an expensive car through that, because, you know, it can get a little worrisome, but it was so much fun. What do you think, babe? Was it fun? No? You scaredy cat. technical driving was really good. It was really awesome. But this is a nice little quiet area of Neah Bay. Yeah. It's a lot of tow boats over there. Did you see those? Yeah, there's a lot of tow boats. Really cool. The last time I came here like 7-8 years ago, up in this little area right here, I think it was this blue building. I think I pulled over and I made a sandwich. And I made a sandwich. Yeah. Because I was hungry. It was low tide. And we were able to see a lot of eagles. It was actually in this area right here. It was low tide. So the tide went far out. There's a lot of eagles out there, which is really cool. You can see them hunt. You can see them fight each other. You know, it's really nice to see that type of stuff. But yeah, this Joy Drive in the Focus ST, it never disappoints because I try to go places kind of like this, just out and away. So yeah, oh, this was the spot. This was the spot I pulled over, had a picnic. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, we pulled over right in this little dirt lot. And it was low tide, so it went pretty far out. Pretty far out. But yeah, it was a lot of eagles. It was like, I don't know, like 8 or 9 of them out here hunting in the water. You know, it's very overcast, very cloudy. But when the sky is clear, you can see Canadian mountains from this location. It's pretty cool. You want to come out here when it's clear? So you see that? Yeah, you can see Canadian mountains from this spot, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Things that I do want to bring up when I'm going on these Joy Drives is what people don't talk about a lot is the horsepower. You don't need high horsepower to experience something like this to the fullest. You know, having something fun, something that's danceable, and something that has fairly good traction in all types of scenarios. You know, light, nimble, and fun. You don't need a lot of power. You know, I would say, you know, a nice front-wheel drive turbo car like a Civic Type R, Focus ST, even all-wheel drive cars like the Golf R, Focus RS, things in those categories, you know, like the Corolla GR, anything like that. It'd be perfect for something like this, where you don't need a lot of power, but it's light and nimble enough for you to experience these roads to the fullest, even when it's wet like this. Also, you know, I love these Joy Drives because it takes you away from the monotony of the true life of working every day, you know, and preparing yourself to work every weekend. So this is another thing for us busy folk, and when you have your children, you know, it's really hard to kind of get away, but when you do have the time to get away, you know, let a babysitter watch the kids, bring your spouse with you, and go have a Joy Drive. You'll have a lot of things that will make you happy on the road by enjoying it. Manual transmission and a lightweight car, and the conversations that you will have with your spouse. But yeah, I want to bring that up. Go on your joy drives, guys. Back home, it'll probably be a couple hours. We've only been able to like enjoy a portion of 101 today, which is fine. 101, like if you was to drive the whole loop of 101 here in Washington State, it'll be about 7 hours round trip one way if you was to drive the whole 101 in Washington State. As a lot of people know, the 101 on the West Coast, the one in California is the most popular, and also Oregon. Washington is not as popular, but it's still just as fun and equally as fun as the other 101s. You just got to understand, you know, just how Washington is. Also, like if you live out here in Washington and you've never driven the 101, I recommend you do it. I think it's one of those drives, if you live in this state, is a must. It's absolute must. Like a lot of people have probably talked about the drives to Mount Rainier or Mount Baker, right? But when it comes to probably the best drives I've done so far, 101 is the top 3. Top 3. It's hard to choose a top 1 because every single great drive in Washington State has highlights about them, and they're all just a tad different. But yeah, like enjoying the Focus ST. This is why I got the car, to go out and enjoy it to the fullest with the maximum potential that I can, without being too afraid or too scared to ring it out because of either unreliability or too much power. But the ST is a great balance between both, which is why this is just a great platform for this type of driving. But since we have a life, we have to head back home. So we spent a good amount of time out there in 101 just enjoying ourselves. We started at like 10 this morning. It's going on 4 p.m. now. And we're heading home. We'll be home in like an hour and a half. But yeah. Would you want to do this again, baby?
Yes.
Me too. But anyway, I hope this was entertaining for you guys, bringing you along, just experiencing what it's like, not to just drive the ST and be in the ST, but driving out in the mountains, out in the coast, and having fun with it, even when the weather is not that great. Don't make excuses to get out there and enjoy the vehicle you have. You know, if the weather is, you know, if you got a storm, that's different, but if it's just the natural weather of the environment that you live at, like Washington, it rains a lot, I can't make excuses. Gotta still get out there. I gotta still drive the car and enjoy myself, because, you know, depression does sit in. It's a real thing, especially in car guys. Depression is a real thing. So take time to take care of yourself, but also, you know, when you have the extra time to enjoy the things that you do have as a car enthusiast, make the time to do it. Okay, that way, you know, you keep yourself motivated, keep yourself happy. That way you can take care of the things that's important in your life. All right. Well, that's all I got to say for this one. Please consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel. And I'll see y'all on the next one. God bless.